Hello everyone. As you know, I am making videos about science, philosophy, and religion on this channel. This is the first of the videos about religion, so I'm just going to make it an introduction to the topic. The Minbari are an alien race from the television show Babylon 5. And there is a Minbari saying that goes like this: I am grey. I stand between the candle and the star. We are grey. We stand between the darkness and the light. Thinking about this now, I'm a little bit confused. Both the candle and the star produce light. But I suppose the star is very much brighter. This saying is meant to be somewhat mysterious. And I think is a little bit religious too, because it paints a picture of our place in the universe. I'm going to take this idea and add my own meaning to it, for the purpose of making videos on this channel. The candle provides light, although it cannot illuminate everything. So the candle will be the light of science. And as Isaac Asimov once said, there is a single light of science, and to brighten it anywhere is to brighten it everywhere. The grey will represent philosophy. Ideas that emerge from the application of logic, reason, and wisdom. I think that wisdom comes from a life of learning. So philosophy is grey because when a man or woman reaches a certain age, their hair may become grey, indicating that they are now old and hopefully wise. There's a nice quote from Spock on how this all works. He said, "Logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end." Unlike the candle, the star illuminates everything, and it therefore represents religion. However, religions may explain everything, but they tend to be confusing and even contradictory. Scientists and philosophers usually dismiss them too. While religions tell you that they explain everything, the explanations usually lack detail and rigor. For example, the Bible tells us that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The problem here is obvious. What on earth does that mean? Google will tell you that the Word is Jesus. But knowing that only leads you to more and more questions. It doesn't help either that Christianity is not the only religion. Each one of them is its own big can of worms. And ironically, a scientist can easily resolve the difficulty with this quote by changing it to the following: in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was DNA. Now you might be inclined to be picky and say that the very first living cells probably didn't use DNA. But that's splitting hairs, really. Those very first living cells must still have had a mechanism that worked in the same way as DNA. In conclusion, the candle represents science, and in the science videos I'll be making, I will use red text. Grey represents philosophy, And in the philosophy videos I'll be making, I will use grey text. And finally, the star represents religion, and I'll use blue text for that. As a side note, red and blue have another meaning to me. I'm from Manchester, and in Manchester, you are either born red or you are born blue. That's how it is, or at least how it was for me. You become a supporter of either Manchester United or Manchester City at birth. I was born red, so science is a little bit like Manchester United to me. Okay. To start the religious videos off properly, I'm going to make 3 short videos about trinities from science fiction. The 3 trinities I'm thinking of are all like the Holy Trinity, but 2 of them are a little bit different too. Everything will become clearer in time. Let me know what you think.